Mazuma TV back in the building, man. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob. We in the building as always, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive weekend, man. Just chilling before I go over to these pro fights tonight, man. I got 3 pros fighting at the 2300 Arena in South Philly, man. If you are in the Philadelphia area, you're looking at this video right now and you want to see a great showcase of boxing tonight, man. If you ain't got nothing to do, stop by the 2300 Arena, man. You run into me, let me know what's up. You know what I'm saying? We got Oluwafemi Oyeliye, our Nigerian fighter at the 154-pound division, currently a prospect. He will be the main event. You know what I'm saying? That we also have 2 undefeated lightweight prospects on the rise, Josh Jones and Juan Marrero, who are putting it all on the line tonight, man. So go check it out. You see what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. All right, y'all, this is something that I wanted to get into, man. It's about the ridiculous statements that Tim Bradley is putting out here, man. I guess he was covering the O'Shaquie Foster versus Abraham Nova fight. You know what I mean? And shout out to both of them, man. It was a great competitive fight, man. Congratulations to Foster for the W. I'm looking forward to seeing him unify with Lamont Roach. And there's plenty of other fights that he could pursue as well, Navarrete and all that good stuff. But regardless, I want to get into Tim Bradley's statements, man. So I guess, and the media was pressing him too, man. Whoever that media guy was, man, shout out to him for pressing Tim Bradley, you know what I mean? Because he was definitely finding contradictions in that man's statements and just really asking the real questions, you know what I mean? And I know this situation with Boots and Jaron, Boots and Terence Crawford has nothing to do with Tim Bradley, but he was pressing him because Tim Bradley was having the wrong approach and he was saying a lot of shit that didn't really make sense, you know what I mean? But shout out to the media guy, whoever was pressing him for that, you know what I'm saying? But Tim Bradley said a few things that I really want to touch on because at the end of the day, egghead ass Bradley just be saying the dumbest shit out his mouth. Fucking inflamed elbow head ass Tim Bradley, bro. I cannot stand this man, bro. First of all, he's talking about how Jaron Ennis is essentially a C-class fighter. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Terence Crawford's at the penthouse. Jaron is C-level. All right, man, let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about how Terence Crawford has proved pretty much that he's the baddest man on the planet. He's not going to be fighting for no $5 million fights anymore and things of that nature, right? So Terence Crawford, you know what I mean? If he really wants to maximize that bag, then good for him. You know what I'm saying? But the only real fight that Terence Crawford could really max out on a fucking check is Canelo Alvarez. And we're talking about who is in his division or anything like that. He's not gonna make any substantial money. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if Terence Crawford is gonna get a big bag for the rematch with Errol Spence, if that even happens. Errol Spence is recovering from his eye injury right now, and Canelo just made it clear. That man went on an interview a couple days ago and said that he's not gonna fight Terence Crawford because he has nothing to gain off of fighting Terence Crawford. Does that sound familiar? Terence Crawford said the same thing about Jaron Ennis. Tables turn, you know what I mean? Karma's a bitch, I guess you could say. And now Canelo's saying the same thing about Crawford. So what is Crawford going to do now? Let's really analyze this situation when we look around the 147 to 154-pound division. What is the most demanded fight for Terence Crawford at this moment? Is it Tim Tszyu? Nah. Is it Jermell Charlo? Nah. Is it the rematch with Errol Spence? No. The most demanded fight that is in Terence Crawford's proximity, that is within his reach, is Jaron Ennis. It's one of the most requested fights that are currently in boxing. It's right below. It's like right next to the Devin Haney's and the Gervonta Davises. It's right next to the Shakurs and Haney's, the Shakurs and Tanks and all that shit. It's like right at that level in terms of the demand that the fans want, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I think the most demanded fight as of right now is Benavidez and Canelo, but regardless, I think that Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis is a very demanded fight amongst the fans, man. You see what I'm saying? And what really disgusted me about this whole situation was the media had asked Tim Bradley. I'm sorry, I keep getting their names mixed up with the T's. The media had asked Tim Bradley, okay, so if Terence Crawford can't get that Canelo fight, there's no really big paydays that's in or around his weight class. So what do you suggest that he does? This motherfucker Tim Bradley says, I don't know, fight a YouTuber. So you're so okay with the idea of Terence Crawford not fighting Jaron Ennis that you're willing to see him fight a YouTuber to maximize his bag. Absolutely disgusting, man. This is exactly why Tim Bradley, he knows nothing about the business of boxing, bro. He knows nothing about the business of boxing, and he's defending Terence Crawford so hard that he's willing to see some bullshit-ass fight just to not see him fight Jaron Ennis, bro. I don't really understand this shit at all. Tim, I understand that Terence Crawford is your homie. You know what I'm saying? You was one of the guys who co-signed Terence Crawford early in his career because he was whooping your ass in sparring. That's something that you have made clear. However, you are the same motherfucker. So I don't want to hear that Tim Bradley is ride or die with Terence Crawford, because Tim Bradley is the same motherfucker that threw Terence Crawford under the bus as pound for pound number 1 when Lomachenko was coming up. You know why? Because Tim Bradley gives a fuck more about being a company man and being under Bob Arum nutsack than being a friend of Terence Crawford. Do y'all remember when he was standing in that ring with Andre Ward and they was having a debate back and forth about who's pound for pound number 1? This fucking goofy Tim Bradley, Terence Crawford's supposed to be your man, was saying, oh, Lomachenko's pound for pound number 1. Andre Ward asked him why. He was like, because it's Lomachenko, bro. Because it's Lomachenko, bro. Absolutely disgusting. So I don't want to sit here and hear you talk about Terence Crawford being your guy or you rocking with Terence Crawford, because you a disloyal motherfucker, bro. You a disloyal motherfucker. You know what I mean? And whatever the company tell you to do, you gonna do. When the motherfuckers say jump, you ask how high. That's the type nigga that you is at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't understand why you calling Jaron Ennis a C-level fighter, bro. It's absolutely disgusting. It's one of the most demanding fights in Terence Crawford's journey right now. Like, in terms of possible opponents, if they was to do a poll right now and you was to put everybody excluding Canelo Alvarez, Jaron Ennis is gonna lead the vote. This is what we want to see. You see what I mean? And then you talking about Jaron Ennis could possibly fight. He could fight Ugas. Yo, Ugas made it clear that he's really contemplating retirement at this moment. You see what I mean? After he just got cooked by Barrios. You think Mario Barrios versus Jaron Ennis is a competitive fight? Do you not see what Jaron Ennis has been doing to guys that's at the welterweight division? It's not going to be competitive, man. Like, it's a fight that I wouldn't mind seeing. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, we know what Jaron Ennis is going to do to Mario Barrios, man. Come on, man. He talking about, oh, why doesn't he fight Keith Thurman? You fucking idiot. Did you not see Keith Thurman blatantly duck Jaron Ennis, saying that if I beat him today, it does nothing for me tomorrow? Meanwhile, he's moving up against a relatively unknown fighter in Tim Tszyu at a fucking catch weight of 155 pounds for no fucking belt. Yes, you heard that right. So stop. I don't understand why Tim Bradley's acting so ignorant to this situation. Like, you degrading Jaron Ennis, saying that he doesn't have a resume. But if you're really looking at Jaron Ennis' career, a lot of these dudes don't want to take the chance. Cody Crawley got offered a huge bag to fight Jaron Ennis. He turned it down. Mario Barrios talking about he about to have a fucking kid or whatever. He want to spend more time with his girl. Turning the fight down. Fuck millions of dollars. I just want to spend time with my bitch. That's the type of time Mario Barrios is on right now. Stan Leone said he wanted a tune-up before he fought Jaron Ennis. Even though he said before he don't care. He don't care for tune-ups. Then he tries to go behind Jaron Ennis' back and fight Keith Thurman. So if you're this fucking boxing analyst, if you watch the sport as much as you do, then you should understand exactly what's going on in Jaron Ennis' career right now. You see what I'm saying? It's just absolute ignorance on Tim Bradley's part. I don't really understand it, but that's what I'm here for. Mazuma TV, here to save the motherfucking day, to stop these boxing fans from listening to these bullshit narratives from egghead ass Bradley, chocolate munchkin head ass Bradley, swollen kneecap head ass Bradley. You see what I'm saying? That's my thoughts. That's my opinions on these situations, man. Y'all hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the content. You see what I'm saying? This is Mazuma TV. I hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful day. I'm out of here, man. Peace.